Labor turnover model. This is also called rural-urban wage gap model. This model is given by Stiglitz. In the rural-urban wage gap model, labor turnover is costly to the employer because of specialization, new worker mandates, and rhythm of the other. The pool of the work may slow down and breakage increase. So, suppose labor turnover is costly to the urban sector, so a firm paying a higher cost rate faces a lower labor turnover rate. This is why urban employers may not labor lower the wage they pay despite the existence of unemployment. On the basis of this, given by Professor Stiglitz, tried to provide an explanation of rural-urban wage gap. Annual labor turnover rate or the quit rate depends upon the wage rate given by the uh, rural and urban sector. Wage paid by the farm vis-a-vis the average industrial wage. So labor turnover depends upon the average industrial wage, the wage paid by the firm vis-a-vis rural wage. I already mentioned turnover depends upon industrial wage, rural wage, and what is the unemployment rate. Assume that there is only this is point 3. Uh, Assume that there is only one urban sector. Urban rural wage ratio and urban unemployment are factors that determine the quit rate. So, in terms of the worker can quit, or turns out that these two factors are causally related. Rural and urban sector wage rate is causally related. We shall assume that quit rate is a function of rural urban wage ratio. So we can write this equation quit rate. It depends upon the rural and urban wage rate. W is considered as a urban sector wage rate and WR is can be considered as a rural sector wage rate. And the first order condition is greater than 0. And W already mentioned W is wage rate of urban sector and WR is wage rate of rural sector. And the production function in the urban sector, that is XM, is equal to F of M LM. LM it's a labor in the urban sector and XM is the output. Output is a function. What will be the output? That is depends upon the labor in the urban sector. In first order condition positive and second order condition production function is negative. That means the function is concave. Sorry, the function is convex to the origin. First order condition is positive. That means urban sectors firm has a objective to maximize their profit. Here, first order condition is positive. That means that indicates the marginal product of given one unit labor is positive, which means the increasing the labor will result or the total output will increasing at increasing rate. That means output increase because of labor increase. That is why first order condition is positive. And the second order condition is 0. The curve will be concave shape. So firm focus to cost, wage cost. What is wage cost? Wage cost means total number of labor used in the urban sector multiplied with the wage, and labor turnover cost is TQ. W by W at the ratio multiplied with LM. It's the cost increased by the firm every time a worker quit. That means uh, a employer is hire work, and he or she can train the worker so that uh, he or she may spend some cost on that worker. But if they quit from that sector or that farm, their labor turnover cost is increased every time when a worker is quit. So there is a cost uh, has already there in the farm, as well as wage cost also there. So farm choose W, that is wage cost, and LM. LM means labor, so as to maximize profit. So profit function is denoted as pi. It's equal to output minus wage cost minus quit cost, because firm always calculate first his output and what will be his wage cost and what will be his quit cost, and then we will taking derivative with respect to derivative means what will be the profit if wage rate change. Then we are taking derivative with respect to wage rate, and we will get minus 1 del pi by del w is equal to minus 1 plus t divided by wr into q prime w by wr is equal to 0. First order condition is equal to 0 because of profit maximization condition, and taking derivative with respect to lm. That means how much labor will hire so that profit will increase. That is first order condition. So profit maximize. That is why we are taking derivative with respect to Lm. It's equal to f prime m Lm. It's equal to w plus tq into ratio w by wr. From here we can show that w is a function of w is a function of wr, and Lm is a function of wr. So what will be the wage in the urban sector? That depends upon rural sector wage rate. What will be the labor in the urban sector? That will depends upon the wage rate of rural sector. If rural sector wage rate is lower, then the laborers will quit from that sector, and that labor will be hired by the urban sector.